Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. First of all, Merry Christmas. And since I'm probably not going to post another video after this before or after New Year anytime soon, I'm just going to say Happy New Year now. So, I said when I started this channel I was going to make all these stories. I've done that, but have I made any original things like I said? I did say that, right? Well, anywho, I decided to go down memory lane and basically scoured for my books, and I discovered this, which involves this. So now you're probably thinking, what is it I showed you? Well, simple. You see, I thought of some characters at one point, and I created Knife the Superhero and Anti-Visible, along with a few other characters, of course. So I began making school at lunchtime, and I basically created my own little universe in a notebook. Which sounds honestly a bit bonkers, honestly, I admit that. Oh, my kidding, it's not. But in any case, I thought it'd be fun for me to show you what it is about. So, with that, please like, subscribe, and let's get started. So, I made a small chart at the beginning who talks about some of the heroes and villains. Obviously, there's much more villains and heroes than this, but this was at the beginning, so I didn't really get to finish that at the beginning. But in any case, it all takes place in Ryder City, which you're probably wondering, why did I name it Ryder City? Well, you see, I have a friend named Ryder, so I'm like, why not? As the story progresses, our heroes fight many villains, like the Bomb, Spork, Loudspeaker, the Twinkie who shoots whipped cream, and a band of ninjas, which is this character, which, like them and the rest of the characters, are never really explained, like, at all. So, we have all these villains and others that I don't really have time to explain, really. They're just there. You might see them, you might not. They don't really matter in the story, really. But there is one main villain you must remember. If you don't, the story will not work. The villainous Thunderstorm. So Thunderstorm is responsible for, like, the first three villains in the story, and decides to take things into his own hands, which is pretty bad for Anti-Visible and Knife, because they don't stand a chance at all. So the two get unfortunately captured, and Thunderstorm and the Mad Scientist imprison them in the Mad Scientist's evil workshop. And they also tase his knife to a crisp, while driving off into the distance. So, while Knife and Anti-Visible are in prison, Thunderstorm breaks out all his people, and the scientist is never seen again for some reason. But yeah, the whole city kind of goes nuts after. So, yeah. The two eventually escape, but at that point, it's, like, really too late. Because for some random reason, I don't know why I put pyramids into the mix, but Thunderstorm and some other random characters go to this pyramid and start activating this weird portal thingy. Now, quick interruption. Just so you know, if I'm having trouble remembering things, it's because for some reason I did not put any dialogue into this book. I mean, I put some, but barely anything. Now, the reason why is I just didn't want to. So, if there's any problems, I am sorry. So, eventually, Knife and Anti-Visible get to Egypt miraculously. There's a whole fight and everything. And then suddenly, the pyramid flies off the ground and lands on the moon at some point. Now, I guess I don't really know. Just pause for a second. Now, as far as I can tell, Well, I don't know, but I don't even remember why this is the case. But basically, Thunderstorm wants to end the world. Or half of it, like Thanos does. I don't know, it's never really shown. It's not really said either, so yeah. He tries to end the world, basically. So yeah, this ginormous gun, weapon, laser, something, comes out of the moon and fires on the Earth. And the rest is history. So this next part, just the next few pages, Knife and Anti-Visible are really literally running around the ship trying to escape because the ship's gonna crash for some reason. I don't remember why it's crashing. It doesn't matter though. It crashes and they wake up there like a week later. The pyramid's been turned into this fortress on the ground. They try to escape and a new villain gets introduced into the story. So Hack Attack becomes like the secondary villain. He has this whip to which if it touches anything, it can hack anything. So I'm just going to high speed for the rest of this. So after other heroes get introduced like Chainsaw Man, Stealth Spider, which is totally a not original idea that I definitely stole from Marvel. I'm sorry, Marvel. If this ever becomes real, I promise to take Stealth Spider out. I promise. Anywho, there's this mermaid and crazy other guy, fire guy. There's all sorts of other heroes that get introduced. And after hitching a ride on a NASA jet, they get to this ship that's back in space, and Thunderstorm is alive somehow with, wait for it, a eye patch. So after some stuff that really doesn't matter, only for development, it all comes together in a final battle, where in the end, Shatter is left for dead, and the heroes triumphant. And Thunderstorm also swears revenge, as all good villains do. And that's the story. Now, surprisingly, I haven't came up with a sequel, which I'm all about sequels, but I never did because the story, there wasn't really anything to continue from except for revenge. But I hope you liked that video, ladies and gentlemen. So please like, subscribe once more, and see you next time.